Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Is Deontay Wilder back already? Well, we got to sit back and wait and see what he decides to do. Now, the more I think about Deontay Wilder and everything he's done in boxing, everything that he's gone through recently in his professional career and also in his personal life, I personally would like to see Deontay Wilder, maybe just call it quits. But who am I to tell somebody they should retire? But at the same time, almost for me, I almost want to see him get another win and continue to fight on. There's so much money out there, but not against. If you're gonna stay with Freaky Maliki as his trainer, that's not the fight. I mean, I don't want to see him fighting these elite heavyweights anymore. Because I'm gonna tell you, like I've said before, it's one thing if Deontay Wilder was doing good in his fights, But man, I just think with Freaky Maliki, I would say what skills, what IQ Wilder had, I just think that's been taken away from him. Now, I'm going to be fair to Freaky Maliki. I think he has the best intentions, but I just don't think he was quite able to connect with Deontay Wilder on a trainer to trainee level. I think it's always been friends, brothers, whatever the relationship is. I don't think it's ever really blossomed into the mentor-mentee, trainer-trainee. As a result, I think if Wilder is going to continue, the more I take a look at this whole Bridgerweight thing, the more I'm thinking, Mauricio Suleiman, he's not ready to let Deontay Wilder go yet. Trying to keep him on board, and he knows with Wilder, there's big money. Now, you talk about Wilder coming back and facing, Lawrence Okolie. Well, this is the thing. Let me show you something. This is Lawrence Okolie. 20 wins, 15 KOs. He has one loss, right? 75% KO ratio. He's 6'5", Wilder 6'7". So they're not that far off in height. Now, his reach is 82.5 inches. Now, when you take a look at Deontay Wilder's profile, you're going to be probably a little shocked at his profile. Now, the thing is with Lawrence Okolie, right? When you come down here, let me just slide this over for you. Again, we're talking about Bridgerweight, okay? Okolie came in the ring weighing 220-something pounds. So he actually, outweighed Deontay Wilder. But when you look at his fights, Bill Smith, he lost a majority decision, and Smith can fight. Light, Chislak, Prosovic, Glowacki. I mean, nobody really knows those names, right? Because then again, he was in that weird cruiserweight division. But now him as a Bridgerweight WBC champion, I think this is a good way for Deontay Wilder. And let me pull up Deontay Wilder while we're talking. I think it's a good way for Deontay Wilder to continue his career and pick up a title in another division. But I'm telling you right now, I think Wilder has too much pride to go down to Bridgerweight and fight. Now, this is Deontay Wilder. 43 wins, 42 by knockout, 4 losses. 3 of those losses by KO. Still has a 97% KO ratio. He's 6'7", they got him here at 6'6". But look at the reach. It's a half inch more. So against Okolie, who can crack and he can fight, I think Deontay Wilder would fare a lot better against Okolie because it'll be a lot closer in weight, similar build, and I think Wilder would have all the confidence in the world. And I think Okolie would be intimidated, and Wilder could go out there and get a knockout. The downside with Wilder, because Okolie weighed 220 something, right? Let's look at this with Wilder. Wilder coming in the ring to fight, he weighed 214 pounds to fight Zhang, 213 against Parker, 214 against Hellenius, 238 against Tyson Fury. But this is going to be the problem with Deontay Wilder. If he goes and he fights Lawrence Okolie, and he knocks out Okolie and becomes the WBC Bridgerweight champion, boxing fans are going to have a field day with Deontay Wilder. I could even see them saying that Deontay Wilder is a weight bully. He's been fighting at heavyweight all this time, although he's never really been a huge heavyweight. He's melted himself down to the Bridgerweight division. And now he's down there bullying fighters. Now that's crazy, because we all know Deontay Wilder come in the ring. It could come in the ring probably weighing about 175 pounds if he wanted to. Also, they're going to look and say he couldn't cut it as a heavyweight, and I could see his hair, especially Tyson Fury, running his mouth. And again, Deontay Wilder's pride isn't going to let him come down to Bridgerweight. Now, if they're still paying him heavyweight money, shit, I'd do it. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, I'm not so sure Wilder would make that move. But it's an option for him. But no matter what Deontay Wilder does, I'm a keep foot stomping this, and I mean it with all sincerity. For me, it's not even about making jokes anymore about Freaky Maliki, even though I've always been very serious about him. I just don't think the trainer-trainee relationship is there, the mentor-mentee relationship there, the coach and athlete relationship is there. I just don't think it's there. I think it's friends, and I can see these two guys like running through a neighborhood and throwing eggs at houses, knocking on doors and running and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they like friends, like doing dumb shit. I can see them doing that, but I can't see them ever getting the gym and putting the kind of work they need to get Deontay Wilder to be able to compete with the elite in the heavyweight division again. Now, when we're talking about this weird Bridgerweight division, which, they don't really have the Bridgerweight division listed here on the little site I like to go to. But when you just take a look at what the hell is going on here in the heavyweight division, it's kind of sad. This is why I say Wilder probably wouldn't do it. So when you talk about, let me show you, these heavyweights, right? Usyk and Wilder never fought. Usyk's not a big heavyweight. Wilder could probably fight him, but he may never get that opportunity. If Usyk decides on his way back down to cruiserweight, if he does that, he can stop off at Bridgerweight and fight Wilder, then maybe, but I doubt he'll do it. Tyson Fury was a big guy. Wilder was, greatly outweighed. Anthony Joshua's a big guy. I doubt Wilder will ever get that shot, but he'll definitely be outweighed by probably like 40, 50 pounds. He already fought Parker and Zhang. Caballel, I just think Caballel is, he's got that secret sauce. I don't know what the hell Caballel is on for him to be out here doing what he's doing. But Caballel, I think, sadly enough, I think he beats Deontay Wilder. Daniel Dubois, got to be honest with you, he's there to be hit. But boy, oh boy, if Wilder can't detonate that bomb on him, I think Dubois beats him. Jared Anderson is a heavyweight. I don't even know if Wilder beats him right now. Joe Joyce, if Wilder ain't gonna be, if he can't hurt him, Wilder's in trouble against Joyce, because Joyce is just gonna keep coming. But if you look, man, you got Hrgovic still floating around. I think Hrgovic beats Wilder, sadly to say. But goddamn, let's be real. Wilder should be able to get Ajagba, right? Could you imagine Wilder and Ajagba fought and Wilder lost to Ajagba? That'd be crazy. So these are the elite right now at heavyweight. But when you scroll down, you take a look. Okay, well, if Wilder is going to leave the heavyweight division, should he leave right now? Because there's some names here in the heavyweight division that I think Wilder can still tackle. But at the same time, if he's not letting his hands go, I'm telling y'all, he doesn't beat any of these guys. None of them. He's not beating Jalalov. He's not beating Fabio Wardley. He's not beating Makhmudov. He ain't beating Efe Ajagba. He's not beating Jared Anderson. He's not beating any of these guys. Frank Sanchez. He's just not going to do it. Okay? So that's the heavyweight division and what we have to look at when it comes to, Wilder, and if he really thinks about continuing his career. But as a heavyweight, the reality is he may not be able to clip those guys. Now let me see something here. Let me see if I can show you something. I'm pulling up this Bridgerweight stuff because I want to see what's the rack and stack. Okay, so here we go. Right, this is the Bridgerweight division. You can see here, Lawrence Okolie, WBC Bridgerweight champion. He won the title on 24 May this year. And let's see now. So this is what you got. Let me make this a little bit larger because it's so hard to see it because of the color. I don't know, you got a light background. Why would you have light colored font? That's stupid. But Tapiti is ranked number 1. You got a guy named Balski and Mary Rozansky, Babek, Terzivsky. You got Zhao Jing Zhang. Wilder don't want nothing to do with no more Zhangs. Welch, Barrier, Schwartz, Shizuski, Nedby, Marinetz, Welch, Pesic. So you see, we'll stop there because we don't know none of those goddamn names. But for Wilder to boil himself down, he don't even have to boil himself down just to his 200 to 224 pounds. But he can still fight as a heavyweight. But really, for him to come on down, man, and fight in the Bridgerweight division, you can see that some of those names, we never even heard of them. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing is Wilder could continue. He can fight in both divisions. So that'll be good maybe as a little warm-up, a return fight, a little warm-up fight, man, get the rust off, get his confidence back, pick up a title. And then now they can try to market him as the WBC Bridgerweight champion, bubbling up to challenge somebody, at heavyweight. And now that he's a titleist, they have ways they'll spin the shit just to sell a fight. But anyway, Deontay Wilder, I'm telling y'all people, pay attention. Wilder may want to retire, but you can see just knowing the WBC is open to having Wilder fight Okolie, that tells me that the secret society, key decision makers behind the scenes, they're not ready to let Deontay Wilder go yet. Not yet. I hope he does the right decision. That's best for him, for his family, because the last thing I want Wilder to go through is to draw down and say, you know what, forget this, I'm going to just fight at Bridgerweight and then get knocked out by Lawrence Okolie. We can accept Zhang. We can understand losing to Parker. We can understand losing to Tyson Fury. We cannot understand losing to Lawrence Okolie. That is just unset. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. 7 continents in the breeze.